fans, the King of Elite Runners, Elite Godson is back for more of my game build development commentary. This right here will be the continuation of level 4 areas. This right here is level 4-2, the jungle. And not to be actually confused with the actual song lyrics, which I'm not going to say because it will be a copyright strike. But you'll probably get the picture what I mean anyway. But anyways, let's begin. Level 4-2, the jungle, is one of these levels that isn't a specific reference to a song or inside a jungle-like exhibit. I had some ideas for this level, such as the password stone for the code to Skull Island. What I actually did is I use a mossy cobblestone block, which causes it to look like the actual stone carving covered by moss, which is a lot more helpful for this type of session for this one anyway, and a lot more realistic and same copy of what it actually looks like in the game. Another idea was a mysterious gems. I use redstone blocks for the gems because it's the closest thing I can really think of that I can actually use. The gems are places of spots for the Tiki's faces, which you can kind of see on the left-hand side, where you see 4 Tiki statues with redstone spots, but some of them are missing them, which are scattered around. I added a new feature mechanic here for once you do finish up the Mysterious Gem quest. When you do actually complete it, you get yourself specific lanterns you have to place onto specific things. I did forget to say this previously in level 4-1, where I had to find 3 lampposts in Tortuga, which is the same summary for the jungle as well too, to put down and get a special reward / passageway to open up. The jungle lanterns have specific features where you place all 3 down, there will be a specific gremlin you can talk to and will turn off the gadget that entirely stops the Thunderfalls from coming back, which you kind of see just straight away where you can see the waterfall with the bedrock border around that outline. You can still shut off the entire gadget as well too to automatically shut off the Thunder Falls by yourself. But the only downside is that it will be back open. It will do just go back to its reset mode because for this one, once you do shut off the gadget, they'll be on a timer sequence. You only have 30 seconds to find whatever it is you're looking for, but after the 30 seconds, it will just move completely right back into its thinner state, which is just the thinner falls, like the thinner waterfall, just right back to its proper spot. But anyways, let me talk to you guys about the enemies. Almost all the enemies were working perfectly, but the downside is the creepers, aka the Splodouches, which is the explosive type blotling. I had to do some specific name changes to some of these guys because if I put in the actual specific command with just all the same name, it's going to detect something off, and that's not what I wanted anyway. But this one right here, I also realized that I even changed the name as well from level 2-3 because with a slight error, like I said, with the player talking to the card dealer Jack Trade and summons the enemies that have doors open to specific things, which opens the big door for you to enter to the leader himself. I did change the name from the Splodouche to be called the Splodouche Guards in level 2-3. And hopefully this one did not break as well, but when I did some test runs with this, it was a lot more helpful. Finally is Hangman's Tree, which is on the right hand side. You can kind of see it anyway. Hangman's Tree is the only exit for you to leave level 4-2, but there's 2 options. You have either to stand on top of the lower platform, which it has a branch that indicates a timer sequence to hurry quickly before the door shuts the door inside to Hangman's Tree, or the other option is this. The other option you have is to complete Pirate Starkey's quest of defeating all the enemies and finding all the symbols to get the password from him to gain access to Skull Island. I also forgot to mention this as well too for the new enemy type. I introduced you to the Beetleworks Basher or Swordsman. I prefer to call it Swordsman anyway. I use the Drown for this type because it's the closest thing I can think of to a pirate-themed enemy. It can spin attack when the player is in close range, but when it's all thinned out, it can do a spin attack and show its weak point. But for this one, I just only have him just to attack just its standard usual way for this one. For this type of stuff, anyway. Uh, for the same enemies as well too, because in this one there's like a battle in this one. The only new enemy we have is just the beadlework animatronic, which is the beadlework swordsman, which is just the drowned. The same other guys are still going to be the same, where you see the Sploocious, which are still going to be the Creepers, but I did change the name to be called the Jungle Creepers, I believe, or something else, I could be wrong. And the Hoppers are still the Magma Cubes, by the way. So, in case you guys are wondering what that is all about, anyway. And this right here will conclude level 4-2 of my game build developer commentary. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time for the next session. Goodbye, Lightning Strike.